And we are recording. I want to, we are going to have some door prize drawings, and because Rudy would do a random generator of numbers, but I don't know how he did that. So I just went old school and wrote down people's names and as they come in. And I'm going to put the names in this jar. We're talking old school. So at the end of the meeting, I'll be picking names. Okay, if I can remember. So first, let's just introduce ourselves real quickly. You know, I'm the office manager at the chamber. And let's go, Sam.
All right, I had to unmute myself. Hey, everybody. Sam Anderson. I'm a serial entrepreneur based here in the Richmond, Virginia area. Own and operate a couple of businesses, amongst those being Synapse. It's a networking organization that has a primary focus with nonprofits. Also own a media firm called Enzo Media Firm. And then for all intents and purposes here today, I'm the CEO of Direct Learning Solutions. Ruth Ann was talking about pivoting right before we started this call, and that's exactly what we did. We started this business based out of a pivot with COVID. So obviously with schools going virtual, that presented a lot of problems for parents as well as children. It's insane to think that a third grader is going to sit in front of a laptop computer for 5-6 hours a day and actually learn something without any adult supervision. So that's where we come in. We bring in qualified professionals to work with kids for virtual learning, actually give them the hands-on assistance that they need, which also allows parents to actually get back to work. So those parents that are working from home and have virtual students at home, they're not actually getting any work done because every 10 minutes their kids call them in the room to help them with something. So that's where our model comes in. We can either go directly into the home, or we have partnered facilities within the community where parents can drop their kids off and also receive after school care. That service goes as low for 5 days a week, virtual learning and after school care. We can do that for just $150 a week. Outside of that, we just recently launched our tutoring services. So that service is not in person, it's all virtual. So any families that need that tutoring assistance, whether you're here in the Fluvanna area or in California, we're able to provide that service as well.
Great. Thanks, Sam. I'm going to just quickly ask everybody to introduce themselves and what your business is, just so we know who each others are. So Brian, can you?
Yeah, I'm Brian Rothbaum. I'm the Economic Development Coordinator for Fluvanna County. So I'm the business liaison between the government and the business community. So glad to see everybody and hear what we got going on today.
Robin, just a quick, not about your business, but just who you are.
I am Robin Hardy Small. I am the owner of Lakeside Mobile Knittery.
Okay, great. Jan?
Jan Tatangelo, great to see everybody. I am with Legal Shield, ID Shield, and I'm also a mobile notary with Robin. And so I love teaching. I do a lot of identity theft classes and notary classes, and also the Women in Business group. So if you're a woman in business, we would love to have you join us and promote. Love you guys.
Or if you love women in business.
Or if you love women in business, we don't discriminate against guys. We love our guys.
Okay, Linda?
My name is Linda Stager, and I am an artist here in Fluvanna. My website is stagerstudio.com. I do oil painting, ceramics, printmaking. I'm a retired orthopedic surgeon, and I am the president of the Fluvanna Leadership Development Programs Alumni Group. And we're just starting publishing a monthly newsletter.
Okay, Bonnie?
Hi, I am Bonnie Mackin. I'm with Goosehead Insurance, the Mackin Agency. I've been in business here in Fluvanna since November of 2017. And I'm also a chamber member and on the chamber board. And it's good to see all of you today.
Okay, Michael, you just want to tell us who you are, and we'll give your presentation in a minute.
Sure. I'm Michael Lovedahl. I'm CEO of Align Marketing. We've been a chamber member now since September, took advantage of the COVID registration, and very excited to be with you all today.
And Kathy and Cliff?
Hi, I'm Kathy Burrier. This is Cliff Lewis, and we own and operate Pet Stop of Central Virginia.
Great. And Joan, do you want to just introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm
please?
Joan Clark. Yes, hi, I'm Joan Clark. I own Bodyworks Physical Therapy and Wellness. I provide mobile physical therapy services or fitness and wellness. Primarily right now I'm working with Medicare Part B, but I haven't signed on with too many insurance companies yet. I just started last year and I have 3 patients, so I'm starting off slow with COVID.
Great. Well, welcome. Sam, I'm going to give you another few minutes if you'd like to, if there's anything else you want to say about direct learning. If not, then I'll move on to the next presenter, but you've got a chance if you want.
Sorry, I didn't realize I spoke out of turn and went too deep into things.
That's all right. I wasn't clear, so no harm, no foul.
Well, first let me address, because someone asked in the chat, what's up with all these sneakers? I'm a big sneakerhead. I have about 160 plus pairs of sneakers. Actually, somebody just delivered a new pair to me right before this call here at my office. So collection's always growing. But yeah, with direct learning solutions, we have a big vision for this company and how we're going to continue to grow this. This isn't something just for COVID. There are schools. My uncle works in Charlottesville City Schools, and they already have a game plan laid out. They are going to continue to offer virtual learning past COVID. So a lot of kids are flourishing in this type of environment. You think of, kids getting bullied and just the different ways they learn. For some kids, this is going to be the best option for them. And all these school systems have invested so much money into this technology. It's not just going to go away. So we're still going to be able to provide that service. We're also looking into next year being able to offer home-based curriculum. So parents can subscribe to a home-based curriculum that we'll purchase, and then we can send those professionals into the home to actually do homeschooling there as well. My favorite idea, and I love this has been in my head since we started the company. I'm sure you've all probably familiar with the Magic School Bus. Well, that's what we want to do. We want to gut school buses, because when I think of education and how I learn, I don't learn best just sitting at a desk and having somebody preach to me. It's when I have my hands in something, when I'm actually doing it. And it's weird that we expect kids to be able to sit in school 8 hours a day and just learn that way. When as adults, most of us find that difficult. So the Magic School Bus idea, we're going to gut school buses, create a classroom within the school bus, and make the city the school for the kids. So whether it's, learning about financial education and being able to go to a mortgage lender and learn about credit and how do you buy a home and things like that. When it comes to physical fitness, instead of just doing the V-sit and seeing how many 3 pull-ups you can do when you're in middle school, meeting with a yoga instructor or karate instructor and actually learning physical activities that you'll utilize in your adult years. So we have very big plans. I tell everybody, and I say it proudly, I'm trying to be the Jeff Bezos of education. COVID has changed education, I believe, for the better. And we're just scratching the surface with the direction things are going to go.
Great. Okay. I was trying to do 2 things at once. Thank you so much. And I cover one of the other hats I wear as I write for the Fluvanna Review and cover the school board. And I know that they too are planning on doing a virtual component. So I think probably most schools are considering that from now on. So, Kat, and I just want to say all of the attendees, Sam is offering for Direct Learning Solutions. He's offering $50 off the first, I'm getting my cheat sheet, off the first month of service. So I will be sending you an email that gives you all the information about what you get as an attendee and the winners and how to collect these things. Okay. So Kathy and Cliff, do you guys want to go next?
Sure.
Sure, we can do that. I am Cliff Lewis. This is my wife, Kathy. We own Pet Stop of Central Virginia. We've been in business for about 20 years. My parents, Roy and Mary Lewis, started the business back in 2001. And Kathy and I took it over in about 2017. We install underground fences primarily for dogs, but we do other animals as well. We've done cats, we've done pigs, we've done goats. I think that's kind of about what we've done. Few things that make us kind of unique versus other companies. All of our equipment is made here in the United States. I think we're the only pet fencing company that can say that. We do general steps training. So way long time ago, it used to be you just bring your dog out and you shock them and they are scared to go anywhere out of the yard. It's not like that now, not with our system. We turn the collar way, way, way down and do general steps training. Kathy's going to show you just a little bit of that right now on me.
Yeah, our newest collar connects to your phone, and it has, oops, there we go, a remote trainer. I'm going to shock Cliff.
I'm going to try not to scream. And she's shocking me right now. And you can feel it, but it's not bad at all.
My little screen is getting in the way, but I think you get the idea.
Another couple of things that kind of set us apart from other companies is our customer service. If you call us, quite often we're there in the afternoons, we're there on the weekends, we're there on holidays. If you call us, we're typically there within just a couple of days to get you fixed back up and get you going again.
And locally, even the same day, we can run out and fix it right away a lot of times.
And one other new product that we have just started carrying is called Auto Slide. If you have a sliding glass door in your house, we can install a unit and it turns that into an automated door. We have several different types of sensors that will allow either you or your pet or whomever, whatever, to be able to electronically open the door, go through the door, and then it closes behind you. It's good for your pets. You can use it like a dog door, but it's also good for people if you're carrying a lot of stuff, like a tray of something.
Or in a wheelchair, somebody who needs that.
You can just hit the button, the door opens, you go through, and it closes behind you. A lot like going into like big stores that have the electronics doors. It's the exact same kind of thing. Anyhow, that's about it. Unless you guys have any questions for us, thank you for your time.
I was going to ask you whether the thing with the door opener or whatever, if it also could be used as I know that there are people who have seniors or children with certain cognitive disabilities or whatever, and they tend to roam, or does it work with that as well, like keeping a door shut or safe?
You're talking about a sliding glass door.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can. It has a couple of different ways to either manually lock or electronically lock, so it can't be opened.
Okay, good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And let me share my screen and show you what they are offering. It is a bunch of doggy themed swag. So one winner will get that. But they also are offering $50 off premium, $100 off a premium.
Do you want me to say what it is?
Sure. That sounds like a good idea.
We have what we call a rescue rebate. It's on our website, virginiadogfences.com, under promotions. And we're offering that to everybody. You don't have to be rescuing a dog. It's $100 off our premium system, $50 off our economy system, and we donate $50 to the rescue of your choice, which is Fluvanna County SPCA, Caring for Creatures, and Green Dogs Unleashed. They're all local here in Fluvanna.
Great. So everybody can take advantage of that.
Yeah, if you got a COVID puppy, call us.
Okay, and let's do Robin now. Robin is a just started your business with Lakeside Mobile Notary, right? Unmute.
Only you would tell me that. My husband never would. So yeah, I started Lakeside Mobile Notary last fall. And I started it because I saw a need with my parents who are homebound, and especially during COVID, you can't go to a bank to get things notarized because the banks were closed. People were scared to go out of their homes, a lot of the older people. So that is why I started the mobile notary business, especially with being on weekends, some holidays, people are off work, and it was the perfect time to get things notarized. So it was a perfect opportunity to help serve the community as well. So that's mainly why I started it. A notary can do a number of things. We can do quitclaim deeds. We can do a statement of consent. We can do applications, power of attorneys, deed of trust. I'm also a loan signing agent, so I can help you close on your loan. I can help you with a refinance, things like that. I've been in Fluvanna County 10 years, and I love this community. I love how it's growing around us, but at a steady rate. And that's one reason that I wanted to help, was to help give back to the community and be there for people that can't get out of their homes, and to be able to keep it small. I also work with the banks, but at the same time, I want to help people around our community. The nice thing about the mobile notary for you is that we can come to you. And if you're local within Lake Monticello, we have a very discounted rate. We're able to do wills. As long as you have all the paperwork that's legally already prepared by your lawyer, we're happy to help with that. We can come out in the evenings, we can come out in the day, we can come out weekends, holidays. The only day that I technically shut down is December 25th. Past that, I was helping people on New Year's Day get their resolutions taken care of. We've gone out in the sleet, the snow, freezing rain, everything like that a couple weeks ago when everything was shut down on the weekend. We were able to help 3 families close on their homes. So it makes it worth it to see them happy, either getting their first home, better interest rates. 99% of the time, my job is a happy job. But that's why I do this, is to want to give back to the community and help. So if I'm giving away one general notary work for it to be able to come to your home, you can transfer it to a family member, you can transfer it to a friend, and I am happy to come out and help get that done for them. So, and I'll put my information in the chat in case you guys need a notary in the future.
All right, thanks. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for any of these presenters so far? We've got a few minutes that we can entertain some questions before we get to Michael. Go ahead, Linda.
Okay, I have a question about the notary. I'm sure you're tracking your mileage for tax purposes.
I do.
And so how many miles did you put on in the last few months?
In the last few months, I've done about 600 miles.
Wow, and just around the county.
So I serve Fluvanna, Albemarle, Louisa, Greene, and Charlottesville City.
Oh, and the other question I had for you was, you're going to these people who can't get out, for whatever reason, to do the notaries. Are you then doing a service for them where you take their documents to mail them or FedEx them?
I am happy to do that. Most of the clients that I do the loan signings for, the refinances, I do. A lot of the documents in the people's homes are either a will, something like that, so they don't have to have it sent anywhere. But should they request it, I would be happy to do so.
Thank you.
Sure.
Brian, I thought maybe now might be a chance, just very quickly, to tell people about, remind them about the business listing that
Yeah.
Fluvanna has now, and just make sure that everybody here at least knows about it and is listed.
Yeah, so every business based in Fluvanna is able to be on the Buy from Fluvanna website, which is buyfromfluvanna.org. And we're sending out promotions through that. We even have our first promotion going on right now. And as a resident, you can subscribe to it and get emails as new businesses come up. So buyfromfluvanna.org is kind of our one-stop shop for all businesses in the county.
Great. Also,
I'm pretty sure I have everyone listed that's a Fluvanna-based business that's on the call, but always go in and double check. So
okay. All right. Well, anybody else? Oh, okay. Now we'll go to Michael, and Michael, if you just do the whole business, what you are, who you are, and then he's also going to have a presentation about ways that we can all help our business grow in marketing. So, Michael?
Absolutely, thank you. Well, as I said, I'm Michael Lovedahl. I'm the CEO of Align Marketing. We founded this company officially as an LLC under our current name this past August. It was actually great talking with Brian. He's actually the one who kind of tipped me over the top, actually. I don't know if you know that, Brian, but the call that we had where we were talking about the structure and how that would work out and everything. That's why I ended up doing it at that time. Up until that point, we had been a little bit more of an informal organization, had been known previously as Michael Lovedahl Marketing and Design. And at that point, I had already accrued enough clients and enough team members that it didn't seem right. It wasn't within scope anymore to call us the Michael Lovedahl Marketing and Design Company anymore. It was time to call us what we really were at that point, and that was an agency. So Align Marketing LLC was officially born in August of 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. We joined the Chamber of Commerce in September. And at this point, we have 23 team members in a variety of states. We have served clients in 13 countries. Our work has been seen by millions, and we have just had an amazing journey where we've been able to grow and help all of our clients thrive even through this pandemic in a season when more than 1 million US businesses have gone out of business because of government closures, because of just the necessity of the pandemic and changing buying habits. All of our clients have seen year-over-year gains, many of which significant 2 times and 3 times gains, even through the pandemic. The way that we've been able to accomplish this is by working very closely with our clients. Our marketing philosophy is that we help you find alignment with your customers, the right message, the right place, and the right time. Because when you have that alignment, when you are speaking their language and when you are speaking to them in the place that they want to hear from you, there's a natural gravitas where people are drawn to you. When you can understand people, when you can help people understand their own pain, how your service will help relieve that pain, you become first in mind. You're no longer a commodity. And that's something that I hope to show you through this presentation is some really actionable tips that you can take right now in your business to decommoditize and to help reach out to the local business community. Do you want me to go in, Ruvan, into the presentation? Okay. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. So the idea is I'm trying to share ways for you to have pandemic-proof marketing. And what do I mean by pandemic-proof marketing? These are things that we can do to address the changing business climate. A lot of established businesses right now are kind of hunkering down and they're like, I just want this to blow over. I just want things to go back the way that they were. It's important to recognize at this point that we understand things will never be back the way they were. Things will improve, things will increase in a lot of good ways, but business as usual is dead, that we're not going to get back to that. Buying habits have changed irrevocably. The amount of online commerce that we are seeing, the changing habits of how people interact through digital communications, these things will not be changing. So it is important as local business owners in Fluvanna that we are prepared to meet that if people are looking to find us online, they can. That if people are looking to buy from us online, they can, and that all of our information is just set up and ready to go. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, listen to me if you like. I'm Michael Lovedahl. I am the founder and CEO of Align Marketing. I've been in the sort of general marketing umbrella for a decade now in marketing and graphic design and sales. This is my lovely family. This is my wife, Teresa, who is a COVID ICU nurse at UVA. And this is my son, Elias. And it's funny when we talk about the online virtual schooling and just how life has changed right now. I sympathize with this very much. We're doing that hybrid model where he's doing virtual schooling, and I'm running a business from home while also trying to make sure he shows up to his next class. So it's been a struggle, but it's also been a great and wonderful time to kind of be close to him and have that time together. So pandemic-proof marketing. First, we have to understand, what is marketing? Everything. The answer is everything. Everything is marketing. Every time someone reaches out to you, you get a phone call and your customer service is fantastic, that is marketing. You are representing your business in front of the people that you are speaking to. Every time you show up, someone shows up to your business and it's closed, but your sign says that you're open, that is also marketing. That's a negative marketing. It's a negative salesman standing out in front of the door saying, hey, don't come back. You can't trust that it will be open. Go to the other next door neighbor who you know will actually serve you when they say that they will. It's whether or not you have a website when people go to look you up to see if you're credible. It's, do you have a Google My Business profile? And you should, if you don't already. It's free. You sign up for it. If someone Googles you right now, that should be the first thing that they find, with accurate contact information so they can reach out to you. And if you haven't already claimed it, it's entirely possible Google already has one on you and some of that information is incomplete or wrong. So I encourage you, go on, find your Google My Business, claim it, optimize it, take a look through and make sure that it is representing you well. It's even down to like the product, for instance, and does the product last, and is it interesting? Is it unique? Everything you do is marketing. And this is so important because in the modern workplace, in the modern economy, you are not just competing with your next door neighbor, you're competing with the entire world, right? We live in an economy now where if you sell a product, you're competing with Amazon. If you sell a service, you're competing with a variety, oftentimes, of online virtual services that could be anywhere. You can't compete on price because there's always somebody that can go cheaper. And you can't compete on inventory because Amazon has thousands and thousands and thousands of square feet. You can't compete on even convenience because I can order just about anything from the convenience of my chair on my phone. So it's really important that as you consider what does marketing mean for your company, you think through the entire strategy of your company and what does marketing look like for me? What is the customer experience when they're talking to me? And do I know more? Can I compete on the education piece where I understand my product or service better? Can I compete better on integration with other local services? And we'll talk about that more in a minute, about how companies can work together to kind of secure that chain and avoid competition from Amazon altogether. But whatever you do, you should be working from a position of a unique value proposition. That is, why would someone do business with me as opposed to someone who is cheaper or more convenient or has better stock? And if you don't have a good answer to that, you might be in danger in the future going forward. So it's really important that as a business, you address that. What is my unique value proposition? So one of the ways that we can go at and we can compete with Google here, or with Amazon rather, is with the Google Swiss platform. So Google Swiss is on Google. You have these Google shopping links that pop up. This is something that we do through your back end, and you can do this yourself for free right now, where you can actually go into the back end of Google, and on Google My Business, you can enter your inventory, you can give it a name, you can give it a picture, you can give it a price, and Google is happy to list your stock for free at the top of search. This appears above the #1 listing in Google. This appears above the Google ads even. And this is really important, because if you are in a position where you find yourself competing against Amazon and other big online retailers, these will even pop up above that. And the reason why is because Google is in direct competition with these companies, right? They don't want them taking a larger piece of the pie. So they have offered this service in order to help local businesses rank above Amazon and kind of keep down their competition. And we're quite happy to let the giants fight each other out and benefit, right? And so we, with Align Marketing, we actually have an additional service that we can discuss with you, where we actually have a proprietary relationship with Google, where we can tap into their API and upload what's called meta information. We can actually help these things rank even higher than you would be able to just by putting it up yourself. Not only that, we can do dynamic inventory matching. And what that means is that we can actually connect this to your e-commerce platform, or heck, even if you just upload an Excel spreadsheet with your inventory, we can actually dynamically adjust it. So if it's in stock, it's available and people can click on it and buy it. And if it's not in stock, it pulls right off and you don't have a problem with that. But Google Swiss is huge for your search engine optimization. That's people's ability to find you online. And the reason is because with a website, you can typically rank for 7, maybe 10 keywords to do with your locality, to do with your industry. With Google Swiss, when properly optimized, you can actually rank for all of your keywords. Every single product name, every single substat of the product and different variations thereof. And the difference between this and a company that is not doing this is enormous. We're talking about hundreds more opportunities to rank for certain terms. So you might be saying, like, I don't sell anything online. Does this apply to me? Yes, this applies to you, because the next time the government decides it's not safe to be open and they close your store, the people who are selling through Google Swiss can still be selling product. They stay afloat while you were shut down. So this is one of the ways that you pandemic proof your business is don't be reliant on people walking through your door to make sales. Make it so wherever somebody is, they can buy from you. So Google My Business, if you haven't already claimed it, I highly recommend you do. This is where your information is. So when somebody Googles you, I Googled, for instance, shopping in Palmyra. This comes up, your Google My Business populates your name. It gives a review. If you don't watch your reviews, I highly recommend that you do. Our studies have shown that if you don't have at least 3.5 stars, people are much less likely to buy from you, especially if it falls in the like lower than 3, 2.5 range. It's like a negative salesman standing outside the door, like, stay away, watch out. People can even post questions and answers on your Google My Business profile. You might have some right now. And if people are asking questions about your product and you're not answering them, somebody else might be answering them, and those answers might be wrong. So definitely be watching it, protect it. This is representing you, so make sure you've got it claimed. Another important technique to work on is up-chain and down-chain referrals. And so what that means is up-chain referrals is, like, for instance, if you're a dog food company, you could be referring business up to a carpet cleaning company, because you know that pet owners are more likely to have to get their carpets cleaned because pets make a mess sometimes. Furthermore, the carpet cleaning company in a down chain referral could be referring to an adoption agency, and let's say it's a nonprofit, so the pet adoption agency can't afford to pay for that necessarily. You could be doing some sort of joint conference together. You could be doing Facebook Live events together. There are ways that businesses locally within the Chamber of Commerce can be helping each other and working together in a natural workflow, a natural chain that buying behaviors are linked. So let's identify those ways. Sometimes it's really obvious, like the wedding industry is very obvious as far as going from cakes to dresses to venues. But some of them are much less obvious. And so think creatively about ways that you can do that and ways that you can work together to share each other's business as far as your customer base, and to really add value to your customers as well. And I think as a chamber and as friends, between friends, sometimes we like to try and refer each other business just to be nice. Why not make it official? Why not kind of put some skin in the game and give each other 5%, 10% for referrals? Because suddenly it's not just that nice thing that you think of once in a while. Suddenly there is a financial motivation where I really want to give referrals because it's actually it's a line now on my P&L statement where I'm getting income from this. So I talked earlier about having your unique value proposition. It's very important also that you articulate that everywhere. So whether it is on your Google My Business or your Facebook or your website, even if it's somebody answering the phones and they're discussing products and services, everything that you do is marketing. Everything you do is representing you, and your unique value proposition ought to be a part of that. Because if someone has a negative experience and they do not understand what your unique value proposition is, you may not get another chance. There was a time the other day where I went to a business for a particular service, and we're in a small enough town, so I'm not even going to say what the service is. And they could not take me. They could not take an appointment, and they weren't particularly friendly about it. So I said, fine. And I went to another business that I'd never tried before. I loved them. Their unique value proposition was amazing service, very friendly. I got greeted by 3 different people on the way in, and I will be taking my business there next time. The first business won't be getting that second chance because their unique value proposition has not been displayed. I don't know what it is, but I sure know what this other company's is, and I'll be back. They were awesome. Our unique value proposition as a company is to align with your customers for success, the right message in the right place at the right time. And if that sounds familiar, it's because I already said it earlier in the presentation. It should be a reoccurring theme throughout your communications with customers. So to tie us up a little bit, as a local business owner in Fluvanna, we need to be just very cognizant of the fact that people don't necessarily know we exist. And even if they do know we exist, they don't know what our unique value proposition is. They don't know a lot of the times even if we're open, because we're not effectively communicating our hours. And we're not always available online through the channels that people are looking for us. Increasingly, internet access is improving in our area. I know here at Lake Monticello, we have Comcast, we have CenturyLink, there's fiber going in around us. There are lots of people actively looking for your services online. And the first thing that pops up on Google My Business or on Google is often the thing that they will go to as that option. So I just want to encourage you to really be mindful of kind of the future of marketing, where things are going, and think about your entire business presence and how are you insulating yourself against COVID closures? How are you insulating yourself against changing buying habits? And how can you even thrive through that? What are ways that we can pivot and be more strategic? So as Ruth Ann said, the door prize is a consultation with us. We are actually going to go through with you and help you to understand your online presence better, understand how certain holes in that might be costing you business. Certain profiles that you didn't even know were necessarily online are currently representing you, and we can enhance. And just overall look at your marketing strategy and kind of think strategically with you about what can we be doing better to really thrive through this time. And then finally, our grand prize is a 1 month white glove service. This is a top shelf offering worth $5,000 in marketing. And Ruth Ann will announce our winner in just a few minutes. But the concept behind this grand prize is we want to really help one business just really turn it around and see, like, what would my marketing be like if we could have it all? We can have the social media, we can have the graphic design, we can have the online profiles, we can enhance our SEO and just really do a 360 of the overall marketing package, including consulting and strategy and design, and get our professional web developers and everything. This is the kind of thing that we have 6- and 7-figure businesses currently listed on this service for, and we want to be able to give that away to one chamber member as well, to really just help you experience that and start to help people to understand the value of marketing and how much it can really not just save your business, but give you the ability to hire people, to take more vacations, to just live a better life. We want to come alongside you and help you. So thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about that. And I look forward to hearing from you about your free review and audit.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Michael before we start doing our raffle prizes, door prizes? Bonnie?
So Michael, when you have a business that you help be successful, how long does that relationship last? And does the price structure change? How does that go for a long-term relationship with a client?
I love that question. One of the most frustrating things that I find about the marketing and advertising industry is how transactional it is. Can you imagine walking into a surgeon's office and they hand you a menu and say, well, which surgery would you like today? It frustrates me so much. And that's why we don't just do a job and then walk away and say, have a nice day. We work in perpetuity with our customers. We have over 90% retention, and we work with our customers in perpetuity to continue to understand their entire marketing strategy, to continue to pivot between platforms. It's not just a case of, are we doing it well here or here, but should we even be there? Should we be in this other area that will be more effective at reaching your target audience?
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. And sorry, to mention the price structure as well. Yes, we scale that up and down. We have retainers north of $10,000 a month, all the way down to our minimum of $1,000 a month. And we really just scale depending on the type of business and the scope of services needed. And I do want to mention as well, a benefit of being a Chamber of Commerce member is we actually waive our minimum. There are some instances with local businesses where you may not need the minimum retainer. And so we are happy to waive that in the case of chamber members only as a special benefit.
Anybody else have any questions for Michael? Okay, great, thanks. I think that I'm always amazed at the level and depth of his experience and knowledge about marketing, and has really helped the chamber quite a bit. And I'm looking forward to working with him some more. All right, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the doggy thing again, because that's what we're going to I've got my little and I'm going to pick out one lucky winner is going to get this doggy swag, doggy themed swag. And it is Robin Hardy Small. Okay. That reads backwards, doesn't it? Or does it?
No, it's good.
No. Oh, okay. Well, good. All right. Now the next prize Now, mind you, everybody who has attended this gets the Direct Learning Solutions, $50 off the first month of service, and the Pet Stop discount on installation. So our next, and everybody also gets the Align Marketing consulting session. So let's see, we're going to now do the Lakeside Mobile Notary gift certificate. It's for one mobile visit to home or office for general notary services. And the winner of that is Jan Tantangelo. I feel like I want to, I mean, she's in business with her. Charity is a notary.
But a notary can't notarize their own documents.
Oh, okay then. Thank you. All right. And this is for the big kahuna, the big $5,000. It's Linda Steger.
Yay.
Okay.
Linda.
Woohoo! Well, great. Well, we didn't get hacked. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that a lot of people who wanted to get in couldn't because of some snafu that we will have to deal with. But the good thing is that this is being recorded, and I'll have the link to it, and we can share that with other people. So, gosh, we've got 8 minutes left. Oh no, I'm terrible at math, 7 minutes. But if anybody has anything else they wanted to ask, go ahead. And if not, I will be sending you all the information you need and a link to the YouTube video so you can share that with other people. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot to do our announcements, which is we're doing this again. April 6th, May 4th, and June 1st. Those are the 8 to 9 a.m. ones. And that's the first Tuesdays. And then we're also doing it the April 8th, May 6th, and June 3rd. And those are the noon to 1 ones. And right now we're going to be saying it in the newsletter I'm working on that'll go out tomorrow. But I've got openings for all of those months for somebody to present their business. And we're also going to be doing a ribbon cutting for the Women in Business, Fluvanna Women in Business. And that's at 11 o'clock, March 22nd, outside the pub. And that's 11 a.m. We're not doing it at night. And we're also going to have a local business webinar April 21st at noon. One of the things we wanted to provide our businesses was a look at businesses that have succeeded and kind of do a look at how they started, like what kind of financing did they start with, what kind of things did they overcome that they have some problems with and they learned from it. And also maybe how things changed as they grew. And right now we have one business that's going to be doing that. And that is Hope Hudson with Henry Hudson Baking Company. They do the granola. And we're hoping to get a few others. So if you know somebody, I'm asking right now for the pandemic response members who joined that way to present and give them a chance to let everybody know what they do. So I think that's it. Thank you all for coming.
Can I do a shout out?
Sure.
Shout out to Brian for the county-wide calendar up.
Thank you. I was going to ask him
Awesome.
to tell about that. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So cool.
We've been busy in the Economic Development Office, and by we I mean just me. But it's just me. We have the calendar. So if you have business events, please feel free to send those along. The calendar you can access at from fluvanna.org/calendar. And then any event that you have coming up, just send us an email, econdev@fluvannacounty.org. We'll be able to add that. It also helps, we're doing a picture a day for 2021. You can follow along on hashtag Fluvanna365. It helps us just know events that are coming up, things to promote. We're able to do blog posts if we have some events that are coming up, community events. For example, they're trying to do, the businesses in Palmyra are trying to get another market, kind of outside market going. Things like that. Those are always good for the From Fluvanna site. So all of our small business resources are on fromfluvanna.org. That is kind of our centralized Fluvanna small business website. Our large business attraction, we do all that on the yesfluvanna.org. But it just makes it a lot easier. You're not kind of sorting through all the stuff that we have when we're talking to large industrial users. It's like, no, we're going to have everything on fromfluvanna.org. So small business support, calendar, blog, podcasts, pictures, Instagram, Facebook, all on fromfluvanna.org.
Awesome. Good job.
Brian, let me ask you, so can a person go on the calendar and put something on the calendar, or do they have to send it to you to put on the
They
calendar?
have to send it to us to put it, because we can't put every event. I'm hoping that that's not going to be an issue, and we'll just kind of go on it as we can. But primarily, it's for businesses. That's kind of the idea. Think of it just like if you go to the Charlottesville Albemarle event page. They have a tourism bureau and they have an event page. We're trying to make it just like that.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much, everybody. And I appreciate you coming and making it through to join us.